Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, chickas in podcast land. How is everybody doing on this Sunday evening? Everybody's enjoying their evening after the Thanksgiving holiday. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to check in. Come on and check in. I know y'all are still stuffed and recovering from the Thanksgiving holiday. So I need you guys coming in and checking in with me. Let me know how your Thanksgiving holiday went. We're coming in as open chat box today. So we're going to talk about anything, whatever you guys want to talk about today. We're open for that today. So come on in, check in, let me know who's all here with us on today. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. I'm trying to get my light right, y'all. Okay, I think I'm good now. All right. Well, I know it's cold here. It is cold here in the DMV. So I've been drinking some cider because you know what happens when the cold weather comes. You want to make sure that you keep, all the hot chocolates and the cider on hand or whatever. So it's been in the 30s here all weekend. So I'm trying to make sure that my body stay warm and nice and cozy. Hey, Miss Vonda. Good evening. How was your Thanksgiving? I know you had some great recipes that you threw on that dinner table for Thanksgiving. But yeah, I know that I was looking at the news and I know that there's some cold weather that's supposed to be coming in all across the US. So we're not the only ones that's going to be getting it. Everybody's going to be getting some cold weather. So, if you're checking in and you got your little hot chocolate and your coffee, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I'm a tea and an apple cider person. So if you're getting adjusted to the cold weather and the change of the weather right now, and you're drinking some tea and some hot beverages to get adjusted to these changes of temperatures. Yeah, chatting in with us. Hey, Miss Shonda. That's our 3J's paparazzi owner. Miss Vonda said it was quiet and peaceful, no crowd this year. It's just me and Charles. My son and his girlfriend stopped by. Well, sometimes that's all that's all you need. Every year you don't need that crowd of everybody coming around for Thanksgiving. Sometimes that peace and quiet and the little that do come by and stick their head in and come in and break bread with you sometimes is just enough. So that way you can get all cozy and after you eat and do what you want to do. You ain't got to worry about cleaning up and entertaining people and hosting everybody. But we had a great Thanksgiving. My cousin hosted Thanksgiving this year. When I moved to DC, I had no idea that my cousin was 10 minutes away from where I chose to live. And so when I was actually out here last year around this time with a realtor looking for a house, I was with in the area where they lived. Actually, I was looking at a place over there, and that was my first choice, and the house I'm in now is my second choice. And so someone beat me to my first choice, and so nevertheless I ended up getting my second choice, and we end up being about 10 minutes away from each other. So but they hosted this year Thanksgiving, and we had a great time. So shout out to Shantae and Billy Carter and my family that came, some of my family members that came from Georgia and Florida. We had a great time. The kids came and came to them and did like game night, and they had like games and wine tasting and different events on different nights and stuff. I had other stuff, I had a date, but I had other stuff going on. But for Thanksgiving, we had the Thanksgiving family dinner, and we did games after that. But it was nice. It was good to be around family, have that good time, and then to have them here so close. So that was good. And we made our year mark, y'all. It's been a whole year that we've been in DMV. So last year, Thanksgiving week, we moved here. So we've made our year mark. So we've been here a whole year in the DMV now. So, yep. So then we made our year mark. So we kind of celebrated that time, being here a year. So we'll see where it goes. We're excited about what 2024 is going to bring and the new things. And my daughter got some new things on the horizon for her with school and her intern job. And AJ will be doing some things. So it's just, we got some exciting stuff going on. So we're pretty excited as the 2023 starting to close out. Can't y'all believe 2023 is almost over with? Like we just blinked and all of a sudden it's the end of November. And December is almost here and 2023 is almost gone. It's like, gosh, where has the time gone? So that's why you have to be mindful of the things you want to do, things you want to get accomplished. You set them goals and all those kind of things. Because if you don't, you'll blink your eye. You'll be like, geez, time has flew by and I have not gotten done the things that I wanted to get done because time waits for no one, right? So yeah. But it's good. I'm glad that I'm glad that you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Anybody had any drama? Oh, one of my friends on Facebook, if she's listening to the podcast, Jonjalyn Gamble, if you're listening to the podcast or you're chiming into the podcast, congratulations to you. She got engaged yesterday after doing the Iron Bowl, doing the Alabama and Auburn rivalry game. She's an Alabama fan, and her boyfriend proposed to her as they was visiting her family in Alabama during the Thanksgiving holiday. And so the traditional game of Alabama and Auburn is usually that Saturday after Thanksgiving. So congratulations to her. And I seen the ring all posted on Facebook today. So in a little video. So congratulations to you, Jonjalyn. So excited for you. She lives up in the DMV now, but she's from Montgomery. Yeah, we'll have to go do brunch or something so we can celebrate and I can see this ring up close and personal. But congratulations to you on that. So any other exciting stuff that went on during the holiday? Any dramas? Any any special recipes, any new recipes? I know, I think Shonda had posted, she had posted something on Facebook that says, had a picture of a casserole dish of macaroni and cheese. And it says you have to have 5 to 7 years experience plus references, to bring the macaroni and cheese for Thanksgiving. And I had tagged my daughter for it because every year she wants to do macaroni and cheese. And every year we're always like, nah, you ain't ready, you ain't ready. And she gets her feelings hurt every year because she's like, when are y'all gonna let me do mac and cheese? It's not fair. Or whatever. So we got to start letting her get in there in the kitchen and start the mac and cheese so she can get those 5 to 7 year experience and references up under her belt. She's had 1 year. She tried 1 year. And we, everybody told her, she did okay, to keep practicing. So we got to give her some more time to get it in there. So, but we're gonna give her that time. My kids, we did a new thing this year. We cooked at home, as well as we went to our family house. But I always cook at home too because my son is home, so you already know how he eats. But they participate because they want to know how to cook. They wanted to learn how to cook some of the things and be able to participate in Thanksgiving dinner or whatever. And so I only had to cook 2 things. I did the dressing. Well, I did the cake that I took to my cousins, the pound cake that I took to my cousin, but I only had to do dressing, and I did the sweet potato souffle for casserole for home, and they did the rest of the dishes. So HA did the collards. He did collards and kale together, and he did mac and cheese and I can't remember what else he did. I think that was it. Collards and mac and cheese. And Jada did squash casserole and corn casserole and she did sweet potato pies. And so, and he did a pound cake. He did a strawberry pound cake for home. So, yeah, so they kind of participated in the Thanksgiving traditional food cooking and prepping and all that kind of stuff. But y'all, let me tell you, they realize now that you just do not take lightly like prepping for Thanksgiving dinner. Like they've seen me do it over the years. And, and I strategize cooking. Like I'll start my bacon or something the day before or whatever. And then certain things I'll do in preparation, early or whatever. They've seen this for years. So, and I kept telling them, okay, since you're doing this, you need to wash your greens, you need to do such and such, you need to take your ham. Oh, AJ did the ham too. So I said, you need to take your ham out, all this and this. So I'm telling them all the stuff that they need to do. Mom, we got it. We know we got it or whatever. I wake up like Thursday morning at 3 a.m. AJ's still down here in the kitchen, like cooking 3 a.m. I'm like, boy, go to bed. I was like, you can finish the rest of this stuff in the morning because, it's already late. If you sitting out here trying to do like you struggling, trying to like finish stuff now at 3 a.m, I want my food to be good. I don't want you to be trying to rush through, tired, trying to cook something and it don't be good. Go to bed and finish the rest of it, when you get some sleep and come back and finish the rest of it or whatever. Later in the morning. But yeah, they see, and the kitchen was a mess. The sink was full of noodles. I said, and the countertops were all sticky. I said, oh my God, they don't know. They got to learn how to like clean and cook as they go and all this kind of stuff, honey. It was a mess. I was like, when me and Brownie woke up, I said, I got to clean my kitchen. I can't take it. It was a mess. So I was like, yeah, it's a lot of things they still got to get, and trying to prep for Thanksgiving or whatever. But, it's time for them to start taking on the reins of doing some stuff when it comes to these holidays or whatever. Because I tell them like, Mama's not going to be here forever. And so I need for you guys to be able to know how to do things if I'm never here or if I'm not here. You guys can, take on some traditions and know how to do things, know how to have the recipes and know how to cook certain things and all this kind of stuff. So y'all just be praying for us because Jay's a little bit slow on the recipes, but AJ's getting a little bit better. But yeah, we got to keep working on Jada. So but yeah. So Shonda says she'll get it. Yeah, she will. We got to just keep giving her some practice. Yeah, but if we can't keep her in the kitchen, and we, that's Miss Social Media. If we get her in the kitchen, it will help. But we can't keep her in the kitchen, honey. So that's our problem. We got to get off social media and all that other stuff. If TikTok and all that was involved with her creating stuff, it probably would help. So we probably need to come up with something for that. I see her little emojis coming in. Anywho. What else was going on for Thanksgiving? Let's see. Any special recipes? Anybody tried anything new for Thanksgiving or tried anything outside of the traditional stuff? I know some people would do like a seafood thing for Thanksgiving now. A lot of people are getting out of the traditional stuff and starting to do things outside of the traditional stuff. So what are some of the things that you guys do outside of the traditional stuff? Some of us might be interested to see if we want to incorporate some of these things. I know my boss, she doesn't do the Thanksgiving thing. She does a Friendsgiving, and they do like a Caribbean style thing. They do like the jerk chicken and stuff like that. So different dishes like that, Caribbean style. So, different people have different style, but they city people, I was like, oh, okay. They up here in Maryland or Maryland, how they say it up here, Maryland. But city people do different things. So I'm just wondering if y'all incorporate some of these different things. People in the South kind of usually keep it traditional, but yeah, you talk to people in the city, they'd be like, yeah, we do such and such. We do like seafood or a crab boil, or we do such and such for Thanksgiving. And you'd be like, oh, okay, that's different or whatever. So, but not to knock anybody's traditions or what they do, but you know, I got to have one traditional holiday. I know Christmas, we normally do like hors d'oeuvres or something, finger foods for Christmas. But Thanksgiving is usually our heavy meal. Like we have the holiday trimmings, but we don't do the holiday trimmings for Christmas time. So anybody got their Christmas decorations up? I know this is the time where everybody's trying to figure out, like, okay, Thanksgiving over with. Let's go on and put this tree up. You know, people got your tree up. Did you put your tree up before or after Thanksgiving? Because I know I did mine the week. I was working from home that week, so I put my tree up that week. I think I posted it on Facebook anyways and shared it. So yeah, so that's what my boss did. They did it. They did the Friendsgiving on that Saturday instead of Thursday. Yeah, they didn't do the Thanksgiving. They did it on Saturday. Okay, Shonda. So you and the boys, y'all gonna do y'all tree up on today? That's good. That'll be fun because they're out of school on break, right? Yeah. My kids are grown, so they don't care about doing all the stuff. I have to do all the decorations. They don't be caring about all that, which is good because they ain't gonna have nothing up under the tree anyway. Yep. Look, so I remember when we lived in Warner Robins, and where my sister lived in Warner Robins, there was this one house that did like this whole light show that would probably light up half of that street um, down there in Bonaire area. And so people would drive by and look at their Christmas decorations every year because they would, I mean, every light in the city they probably owned and put out there in their yard. So do y'all think it's like too much sometimes when people do too much? Um, Is it like too much? Sometimes people can do too much Christmas decorations where it can get gaudy, where people like got lights everywhere, where everything, every inch of their house that they can think of, they got a string of lights hanging somewhere. I'm like, oh my goodness. Some people are like, they got the professionalism in it where they got it down packed every year. Like, okay, they got a strategy, and then some people have those homeowner associations where they got to have certain guidelines when they're putting up decorations and stuff like that. So there are stipulations, but some homes I passed by during the holidays. I know in the South it was. I passed in the holidays during the holidays, and it's lights galore. It's like you can light up the whole doggone city because they got strings of lights everywhere. So sometimes that can be a little bit too much for me. I might want a little reindeer or a wreath or something lit up out there, but I don't need to light up the whole city. I don't need to be giving Georgia Power and Flint Energy all my money during the holidays. So, hey, Tasha, how are you? Blessings to you, sis. Oh, Sean, did they return to school tomorrow? Oh my goodness. And then, oh yeah, they return to school tomorrow, and then they come out for Christmas break. They go for a couple weeks, right? And then they'll be out for Christmas break soon, right? Miss Bonner said, I don't mind the decoration as long as they're down by the new year. I have OCD. Right. Look, speaking of that, the OCD thing, what about these people who keep these Christmas trees up all year now? because I have a sister, and I'm not going to name her name because she's probably on this podcast right now. But I have a sister who keeps her Christmas tree up all year now. So I told her, I said, well, you just might as well decorate it like every season now. Do Easter decorations on the tree. If you're gonna keep it up, you might as well put Easter decorations on the tree. And then fall, when the fall come, have a harvest tree or something, July 4th or something. You're gonna have to do something with this. Because if you're gonna keep it up all year, you're gonna have to do something with it. It can't be Christmas, in February and March when Christmas is 8-9 months away. So you're gonna have to decorate. You're gonna have to decorate and do some stuff outside of that. Having that tree up all year. Hey, Erica, you can't share it. If you're in the group, Erica, you probably won't be able to share it. I don't think. But it's live on my page, so you can share it from my page, Erica. So if you go to my page, you'll be able to share it from my page, but from the group, you won't be able to. Oh, your aunt keeps her tree up all year. So do she decorate it or does she keep it Christmassy all year? I'll just be wondering, like, whoever keeps it up all year, do they like keep it like all Christmassy, or do they change it out during like the different seasons? Because I mean, if you're gonna keep it up, you might as well just like do the seasons. I think like I'll have an Easter tree and a Valentine's tree, some of those, and just might as well make it fun. If I'm gonna have it up, especially in a common area where people are gonna see it. But I'm just curious to see what people how people are decorating. No, she keep it the same. Oh my goodness. So she keep Christmassy all year. So does she change out her decorations, or she keep the same decorations every year for Christmas? I can never my decorations start coming down on Christmas Day. As soon as the gifts are open and dinner is done, my house is back in order Christmas night. Yeah, that's extreme OCD, Miss Vonda. Like Christmas dinner over with, Christmas decorations down, everything is back in order. Yeah. Libra, mine still have Valentine's Day items. Oh my God, Libra. Girl, we in November and you still got Valentine's Day items. Well, look, you spreading love all year round then. You just giving out love all year round. That's what we gonna claim BFF. You just spreading love all year round. That's what we gonna claim. That's the way it gotta be. You had good intentions, I know. Yeah, you get busy. You really do. You get busy. Oh my goodness. Well, look, I know we had this holiday and we got another big holiday coming up. Before we get into like all of the other stuff, look, I know you guys be checking out like what's going on outside of podcasts, because we have other stuff going on outside of podcasts. And have you guys been paying attention to this Sean P. Diddy Combs lawsuit story? Because it started out with one lawsuit that came out on November 12th with Cassie, and now we're up to 3 lawsuits that now are pending. So what you guys think about that? These are all likes, because and the reason why I asked, because this is a women's platform, and I just want to know what you guys think. What are women thinking about when they're reading these lawsuits or they're seeing the information on these lawsuits? When you see someone in a celebrity status as Sean P. Diddy Combs, who's allegedly been, sued for sexual assault, and not once, but now it's 3 lawsuits pending against him. And the first one came out against an ex-girlfriend who, if you read that lawsuit, was very, very, very damaging and very like detailed, which also included things such as um, sex trafficking and stuff like that. So, and physical sexual abuse. So, and those are the things that we need to be concerned about as women when we're dating people. You know, I know that they're in celebrity status. However, you know, things like that can happen in normal dating status. So, but yeah, it was pretty damaging reading some of that. And I think when I read it in the sense of this was somebody's daughter who was young and she probably was naive and and looking to get her name out there in the music industry or whatever. And so she got caught up in the game, and he used that vulnerability of what she was seeking and what she was looking for and used that against her. So it's tough. So what are you guys thinking about that? He said an Aaron Hall baby from 16-year-old when he was in his 30s. uh Elaborate on that, Libra. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Yeah, elaborate on that, Libra, so I'll know what you're talking about on that. But, yeah, that was pretty damaging to me because I was like, "Oh my goodness," when I was reading the details or whatever, and we remember we had the, topic last month, in October when we had the domestic violence, episode, and the, attorney that came on, she was telling us some of the things that, clients was dealing with when they was dealing with their abuser, and their abuser had those controlling issues and some of the things that they would do to manipulate those women. And that's all I could think about when I was reading the lawsuit that was online. When I was reading the details of it, I was thinking about everything that Tamika had said last month when she was giving us details about how abusers, you know, her clients are dealing with their abusers in those domestic violent cases like that. And I said that was a clear case of what we was talking about when we talked about domestic violence. So it was just a sad situation, and that's just another indication, you know, when we're using this platform and we're saying, you know, we chat all things women, but we're using this platform and we're trying to, you know, tell women, you know, these are resources that we're providing, so that way you have an avenue to know that you have a way to, you know, reach out or to say things or, you know, you know, to get help or whatever. So, you know, it's just disturbing to me. Is very disturbing. Um, because how can you be in a relationship with somebody else and you wanting them to provide those kind of services to other people and you're watching them degrade themselves to provide that service to other people? Yeah, that's not love at all. So that's my viewpoint on it. When he was in his 30s, he got a video vixen pregnant. She was 16. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think that music industry is, boy, if they can probably pull back the onion peel on the whole music industry, there'll probably be a whole lot of other damaging things that we'll probably um, find out or know or find out some things about people that will probably be totally shocking. I wouldn't say I would be surprised because that industry kind of leads to those kind of, you know, behaviors and the things that people are due to get to what they need or what they're trying to accomplish. And that just goes to show you, like, you be thinking like, oh, people are working so hard to get to what they need to get to and accomplish what they need to accomplish. And then sometimes you thinking, how hard are they working? Are some people working that hard, or are they doing some of the things that people say that come out later that they've done to get to where they need to get to? So, and is it worth it? Not sure. So let's see. All right. So what else? What else? Did we get any topics? Did anybody put anything else in there for us to discuss? Oh, look. So all my pet owners, I was looking at news today. So all my pet owners, there is this new pet illness that's coming that has been like taking over, making pets sick. And right now they got over 200 cases, and it's almost going like COVID hit humans. So and it's some mysterious virus that's going around, and it's can potentially be fatal for pets. So I know how much we love our fur babies. So but yeah, so that is going around. So make sure you're very careful. I know it's the holidays, so a lot of people like to take their pets to like daycare, doggy daycare, or to boarding or whatever if they're leaving, going out of town, or wherever the case may be. But be careful. Make sure if you do, make sure they're vaccinated or whatever, because apparently this dog virus is spreading fast. And I was concerned because they said on there, they said, coughing, sneezing, nose and eye discharge, being lethargic, a decrease in appetite. In some cases, dogs will have pneumonia or pneumonia symptoms. And so they said, to make sure you check on them. And if they have any of these symptoms, to get them to a vet or whatever, quickly. So that way, if they have this virus, that they can be attended to. So I was just like, because, Brownie went to the doggy park today, and they were saying if you can, keep them out of, boarding, doggy parks and doggy daycare and sharing doggy toys and and stuff like that, while this virus is going around. So I'm like, look, Brandon can't go back to the doggy park. He gotta stay in the house, play with all his own little toys or whatever. He can't go see them little doggy friends at the dog park because he can't be getting sick, because him and AJ got to go back to school in next month in January. So he can't be getting sick. So all of you guys with fur babies, yeah, make sure that these babies are well vaccinated. And if you're going to drop them off in some type of boarding or doggy daycare while you're at work or school or vacation or whatever, look, make sure that they in a good place that's, well taken care of, clean and all that kind of stuff, because with this illness going around, you don't want to, leave your baby and come back and, the dog is sick or gone or whatever. Because I know, honey, look, Brownie ain't my dog, but he's my grand dog. So we can't afford to lose Brownie, because we lost our little Tessie and that was hard. So yep. So be mindful of that, of the little dog illnesses. But where my football fans at? So we had football rivalry this weekend, like college rivalry weekend. And that usually happened during like the Thanksgiving weekend or whatever. So, of course, Georgia remains number one and undefeated. So, I mean, what can we say? But, and I'm representing Yale today, y'all. Yale is 20 23 Ivy League champions this year. So they're back-to-back Ivy League champions. So I'm representing them this year. Um, and so next week is the conference championship. So you got Alabama and Georgia will be playing next week for the SEC championship. So who y'all got for that game? Y'all, what y'all think? How y'all think that's gonna play out? Yeah, that's gonna be pretty interesting because we've been having Alabama number for the last 3 years. So yeah, we got to see how that play out. But yeah, we had the in-state rivalries and the rivalry weekend. So um I don't know who y'all teams are. Hey Cam, I see you, Cam. Yeah, I don't know who y'all team are. My kids are Auburn fans, thanks to their grandparents. So but Auburn had Bama beat to the last second of the game, but they had them beat. So but I said Bama can't talk no junk though. So but it was a good game. I watched a little bit of that. Watched more than I thought I was gonna be able to watch. But what was some of the games y'all was shocked and surprised about and watched over the weekend for the big rivalry games? So she said neither War Eagle. Oh gosh, go dogs. Yes, it's always go dogs. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good SEC championship game. And I'm pretty sure based off next week's conference games, we'll know like who our college playoff teams will be. We can almost pretty much tell now, but definitely after next week's games, we'll definitely know for sure who our college playoff teams will be um, from that. But um, if you're football fans, this is an exciting time of the year. And then, of course, your high school teams are in their Final Four for high school. I know in Georgia they are. Up here, I think this week they're in either quarterfinals or semis here up in the DMV area. So, but I don't keep up with it up here. I just look and glance at who's, so I can see what schools in my area do what, like if they decent in this area. But okay, somebody say I'm FSU all day. Yeah, we got some family that are FSU fans. FSU actually is doing pretty well this year, despite the fact that they just lost their quarterback for the season, but they're doing actually pretty well this year. That Auburn game was a prime. Is on it ain't over to I know to the fact lady sings exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that blown coverage at the end gave them that win in the last seconds. Yep. You're exactly right, Miss Vonda. Yep. That's why you don't celebrate till that clock says 0-0. Yeah, but Rosette, I think y'all will still be good though. I think FSU will still be good. I think y'all will still be do well. I think y'all will still do well. I was surprised how well Georgia Tech played Georgia yesterday. I was not expecting them to play us as hard as they played us. But all of the rivalry games usually, are decent games. They're not usually blowouts. The teams usually know what's at stake, and some of the teams have to play hard anyways because they're trying to keep their coach's job for them. So most of them have to play that hard. But yeah, we expecting that. But yeah, FSU is they're gonna do their thing. And I would expect to see FSU is in the playoffs. My guess would they will be in the playoffs for college playoffs for sure, based off their record right now. But yeah. Okay, what else we got? Look, so since we got the cold weather coming across like all of the US, look, it's time for the cute boots now. We gotta pull out the cute boots and the cute little jackets and the cute little winter wear and all that kind of stuff. But what you guys do when the cold weather comes? Do y'all normally like go vacation somewhere in the warm states? Or do y'all like go take Christmas, somewhere warm when it's freezing cold somewhere else? Cameron said, I think chaos will happen if we beat y'all next week. No, I don't think chaos will happen, Cam. I don't think chaos will happen because I don't even think that's gonna happen. But chaos definitely ain't gonna happen. Yeah. Georgia fans don't act like Bama fans. We don't be going knocking down stuff and tearing up stuff in the street. Now players get knuckleheaded sometimes, but that's about as chaotic as they get. But nah. But if we get Bowers back next week, yeah, we'll be all right. We could tell that Bowers was missed this week. Hey, Miss Shanita, birthday girl, you was out still celebrating your birthday, huh? And you just joining. Like you said, I want to pull up my cute blanket and stay in. I know this cold weather. I'm telling y'all, I've been like drinking apple cider all day because I'm like, I can't stand it. And it's been in like the 30s here. I don't even want to take Brownie outside to use the bathroom. When it's cold, I just want to stay home and eat soup. I know you didn't want something warm in your body. Yeah. So, yeah. But I'm excited. I'm getting ready to go to like Puerto Rico in a couple of weeks. So I'll be able to get some sun. It'll be cold leaving here and then go there for some warm weather for a few days. And then when I come back, I got to come back. So I got to put me some warm clothes in my bag. So when I come back here, fly back here, I got to be back dressed for the cold weather. So it's going to be crazy. But while I'm down there, I'm going to be, enjoying that sunshine. I'm be all in that eating up that sun and that vitamin D. I can't stand either. It's just trying to get cold here. Yes, girl. Ugh. I was like, ooh. I was like, who gonna take Brownie outside to use the bathroom? Because he gets up early with me. But I was like, wait till they get up so they can take you outside. It was too cold this morning. I was like, Oh my God, you're gonna let I've been twice and my husband wants to go again for his birthday. Look, I'm looking forward to it. I am so looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I really just want to like just hang out on the beach and just like do nothing. But I'm gonna be doing some excursions. So because I'll be doing some excursions, I'll be, out and about for a few days since it's 5 days. We're there 5 days. So I'll be doing some excursions for a few days, but I would rather just be hanging out. I can just hang out and relax because I've had a busy week. Well, busy year. This new job of mine is busy. So this downtime is much needed. And I need this downtime and this rest. So, but I look forward to it. I'm going to look to the kids. Deuces. I'll see y'all. They grown now. So look, just don't burn my house down. Take care of the dog. Y'all don't be forgetting about Brownie when y'all out in them streets. So yeah, Erica, child. I'm trying to get out now, girl. I'm trying, honey. Ooh, honey. Y'all help me. I'm trying this dating thing. So we're gonna see how this goes. How 2024 goes. I feel that make sure you go on the strip. Yeah. we're gonna do the strip, and we're gonna do the tour. What is it? The tequila, is it a tequila tour or something? The mixology and the rum tour or something. Bacardi rum tour. We're doing that. You can't have the, what'd you say? You can't have the dating friend. Look, oh my gosh. It's well overdue. It's time. And the funny thing is, the kids ain't even concerned. I think they to the point now they know it's well overdue. They ain't even worried about me going nowhere. They ain't even said, well, you know, who is he? Where he at? We ain't met him. We ain't seen him or nothing. They just like, okay, mom, she gotta be in good hands because they ain't worried about it or nothing. So, look, Erica, they have yeah, they just had a speed dating event in this group that's in last week. I think it was last week. They had like um a, a Thanksgiving thing or whatever, some kind of theme. And they did the speed dating thing last week. I think it was like November 15th or whatever. So yeah, but I don't know. I'm hoping this is it. Because these dating streets, woo, honey, these dating streets are rough. Live life to the fullest. Right, sis. I'm telling you. I'm trying. I'm trying. Y'all listen to my look. Listen to this, my BFF. Sorry, you can have a date. That's who I need to drag out the house to get. I need to throw her on the Bachelorette show or something. Cause honey, somebody gonna have to come rob her out of her house to come date her. Yes, you can love the tour and make sure to take some pictures for your tour for your sitting. Look, I don't plan to be taking no pictures. I ain't taking no pictures. Yolanda, it is rough out here. I be trying to tell people, look, that's why I'll be like, if you ain't for real, leave me alone. Bye. Go about your business if you're not for real. Because ain't nobody got time. Oh, Erica said a lot of Asian men in the DMV love Black women. Ooh, look, I tell Jada that. look, I can't cross. I don't look. The Black men get on my nerve and they work our nerves, but look, I ain't ready to go outside the culture yet. I just can't. Look at Jada time. Let me see where they at, Miss Erica. I added Jada in that group. I said, Jada, let me go and add you in this group because your mama got to get you. I got to get you equipped, Jada. That's why I got to put her in that kitchen and get her a few recipes up under her belt. Get her domesticated. I got to get this girl domesticated, y'all. I'm telling you, I don't suppress her enough. She got to get domesticated, Lord. If he ain't Black, send him back. Look, I don't knock nobody that wants to date outside their race and try it. Look, y'all can try it, but for me, I just, I can't do it. To each their own, but I have to, I just have to weed out the knuckleheads. But yeah, I can't do it. But yeah, I'm pretty excited though. This one's pretty interesting. He came in a package I wasn't expecting. So, that's normally how it happens. Kind of catch you off guard. It's one of those off guards things, and we'll see how it what happens, and see how 2024 goes. But we're enjoying each other's company. You know, I love that deep dark chocolate. It's not for me either. Right. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. That's what my mama used to say. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Exactly. Yes. You know, that's why I say I don't knock anybody else who want to try dating outside. Look, if you do it, that's, more power to you or whatever. I've seen some beautiful interracial couples, and I have friends who have dated and married outside of their race. And, it's a beautiful thing when you find that in someone. But it's just not for me. And I'm just not open to it either. Most people be like, well, I'm open to it. I'm not open to it. No, I'm not open to it. So I just tell people I'm flattered when I get asked by others outside of my race, I tell them I'm flattered, but I'm not interested in dating outside of my race. And it's not a racist thing or anything like that. I'm just not interested in nobody other than a black man. But yeah. Hello, Al. How are you? Allison Houston. But yeah. With Christmas coming up, what's the big plans for Christmas? You guys are staying home, or anybody's taking any big trips, or what's going on for the Christmas holidays? I know that I don't know what we're gonna do actually. We haven't even made any plans. I really want to be on a cruise somewhere. Said good, don't do that, my friend. Don't do it because I called your whole government name. That was your whole government name, huh? The social media and the lack of real human interaction affect making a real connection with men? I think so. Um, but you got to get outside of social media too. Sometimes you got to get outside or get behind, the computer and the keyboard, um, and make it a reality thing. So, you know, get outside them DMs. People always slip in your DMs, but you got to get outside them DMs because they're going to slip in your DMs now. They'll do that all the time. I'm going to slip. So it's not for the public cruise. Okay, no problem. I know it's going to be nice. Look, you be doing the romantic stuff. Oh, he says Al. Okay, I got you, Al. What has been your biggest what has been your biggest flaw, Yolanda? Is social media one of your biggest things that you see as a lack, or has it just been? Have you tried the online dating thing? Because I remember, I don't know if Tasha is still in here, if she's still on here, but I remember she had made a post about is social media or is online dating the new thing or something. She had put on a post one day on her page, and I said, not at all. I was like, not, it's an avenue of meeting new people, but it ain't the new thing. It is not my go-to of trying to find my man at all. Like, I still want to organically find somebody that's like, me going to the grocery store, get gas, that kind of thing. But, if it just so happens, be online or whatever, then he got to, pin out some kind of way when the reality hits, when we meet in person or whatever. But my person, we met back in the summer, and we went on a date, and we didn't communicate after that first date. And but it wasn't because there was no interest. It was because that person was a workaholic, like they worked all the time. And then, and at the time, I didn't know that person was a workaholic. So I was just like, look, bye. I'm not going to be chasing nobody. kind of thing. And so, almost 6 months later, you know, that person comes back and it's like, I got to make some time to get to know this person and pursue this person because, you know, whatever. And I said specific things like, you know, you gonna pursue, you better pursue because, if I walk away, this time I ain't coming back. So, hey, Miss April, how are you? Yeah, Shanice, it is a lot of gender battles, but I don't understand because why are we battling? Why are we battling each other when all like I see a lot of that, I see a lot of those podcasts where you have like the men telling, their relationship woes and stuff, and it's usually about women and then women about men and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, why is it making it seem like we're at war with each other? Because I'm not at war with my what with the person I'm trying to date or with the black man because I want to love you. I want to support you. I want to stand by you. I want to motivate you. I want to build with you. So like I ain't trying to do all this other negativity stuff, all that toxicity stuff. Like, stop all that. Let's talk, let's communicate. She said, a client of mine showed me on her online dating prospects on a Christian dating site. Most look like myth. Oh, ooh, girl, girl, I'm telling you, look, it's hard out here. That's what I'm telling you. That's why I be like, look, if you for real, you better be for real. Look, because ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. And I be telling people who be contemplating, thinking like they want to get out here in the single life or they struggling with their relationship with their significant other or their marriage. Honey, don't come out here in the single world because ain't nothing out here, you know. And had somebody told me that prior to me divorcing years ago, I probably would have worked a little bit harder on staying married or working harder on my marriage before I got divorced because it's hard. It's hard dating. And as you get older, there's so many things that you just know you're not going to tolerate and deal with. And there's so many things that you just look at and be like, nope, that's a no-go for me. And I'm just at the age now where I can talk to somebody for 5 minutes and I already know it ain't gonna work. I'd be like, that ain't gonna work for me. So, it just depends. Yeah, because that battle on where not to eat is at a oh, honey. That battle about the cheesecake factory thing, that was just a I don't understand that, honey. I don't care. We go to the Waffle House or whatever. If I'm where I want to be with who I want to be with, it don't matter where we eating at. She says pee in the dating pool. Girl. And some poop too. Girl. There's a lot of poop in there too. There's a lot of poop in there too. Even when church do a single mix, it's like 9%. Yes. Like the men won't even show up. You got these pastors trying to do these singles conferences and these singles ministry, and you have all these women showing up for it and like no men or barely men, and you want 100 women to vie for 20 men to show up for a conference that people are trying to get to know or trying to mingle with or whatever. Nah, which you shouldn't be trying to mingle at a single conference. But my whole thing is, people are with like interests. It might open their eyes and say, hey, you're single, okay. But still, you got all these women that are participating in events and things like that, and the men, and you're like, where are y'all? Y'all single? Y'all out here single too? So, but they're not showing up like that. So I agree. I definitely agree. But yeah. It's tough. It's hard out here, but y'all stay encouraged because it's coming. It's coming. Mine came as a surprise, and he's still on trial, y'all. Look, he made it. He made it yet. He made it yet. He's still on trial. So, and PR would definitely be the first pass of the trial. So we'll see. Every man saying he's single ain't. Whew. Look, and every man that be in these singles groups and these singles like single online groups are not single either. Some of them are not single either. Some of them be in there manipulating, and half of them are not single either. So I was like, they be playing games. So it's crazy when you're dealing with stuff like that as well. So you have to be careful. But in the words of my pastor, Pastor Paul Little, I'll give him a shout out at BMZ and Build My Zion Baptist Church in Macon, Georgia. He says when you're dating, you got to get data. Dating requires getting data. That means you got to check some things out about these people you dating or you trying to get to know. That means you got to it requires you getting some data. Ask some questions, find some things out. You got to be nosy. Ask them questions. Because some of these folks, and then when you get to asking questions and they get aggravated with you asking questions, look, that's going to probably give you the answers you need right there. Real talk, for real. If they can't answer some questions, suspect. But anywho, the lady I know does background checks. Oh, that's good to know, Erica. And you can do a background check on anybody. You can pay for it as long as you know their names. You can pay for it. You probably won't be able to do an extensive background, but you can do a basic background check on somebody, and it'll give you some specifics that you'll need to know right off. If this person is legitly a decent person. But as far as some of the extensive stuff or whatever, credit checks and all that kind of stuff, you might have to do something else, extensive backgrounds and all that. But ask those questions as well. Especially if you're talking to somebody or dating somebody that you're thinking about pursuing long-term with or marriage with or whatever. When you're talking and having those kind of conversations, those are necessary because you want to know. So that's definitely good to know, Erica. So, but look, y'all, our hour don't came up real fast. It don't take long when we chatting. I just want us to have an open chat box today because we hit our month mark where we launched Chit Chat Pod in October, and we had all those forums, those kind of formal forums where we had our guests on for Pink Out Sunday for breast cancer awareness and domestic violence, and we had our last week we had our wellness, health is wealth. And we had our wellness panel on. And I just wanted us to kind of have a chat section, have an open chat box so we can just chat or whatever. So we are going to have a upcoming vision board so we can kind of create our vision board for 2024. So be thinking about some of the things that you're looking to do for 2024 or you're expecting out of 2024. And we're going to do a vision board episode where we're going to do our vision boards for 2024. So where we're creating the expectations and we're setting and writing our vision and making it plain for 2024, what we're expecting for that year for ourselves and for our families or whatever our goals or our expectations are. So be thinking of those things that's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks. So be thinking of those things because these weeks are going by real fast. So and 2024 will be here before you know it. We'll have 2 pre-recorded sessions on in December. I know December 31st is a Sunday, so we won't have a live session that Sunday. Of course, and I'll be at the Buccaneers Saints game that Sunday anyways. And that's another Sunday. Is it the Sunday after? It's New Year's, it's Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve Sunday, the 24th. We won't be live on that Sunday. So so those 2 Sundays we won't be live. We might do a Saturday for the vision board. If you guys think you want to do a Saturday for the vision board instead of on a Sunday, let me know. You can put that in the chat box on the chat and do that. And then that way we can work like a Saturday and do like maybe a brunch Saturday where we just doing like our snacks and wine and working on our vision board for 2024. So we can do it live on here and do that. So let me know what you guys think about that. But yeah, those 2 Sundays, the 31st and the 24th of December, we won't be live because those are pretty much our holiday time, Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So, and I don't want to take away from you guys and your family time or whatever. So Chit Chat Pod will be on close for those 2 Sundays, but we would definitely be picking back up the following. Actually, I'll be out of town that following, so it'll probably be pre-recorded or whatever, but we'll be back that following Sunday. But I enjoyed you guys. I'm glad that you guys checked in, and I'm excited. We got we in the last month, coming up on the last month. This is the last few days of November, and then we're coming up on the last 4 weeks of 2024. So guys, be intentional about the things that you 2023, I mean, and be intentional about the things that you're expecting for 2024. I know that some of you guys have endured some things this year. There's some things that, has happened that, that you're ready, you're ready for that new thing, for God to do some new stuff, and you're ready for something and greater to be coming in 2024. I know some of us been working on our health. I've been working out. Oh, y'all, I went to this kickboxing class yesterday. When I tell you that kickboxing class kicked my behind, whoo, honey. They was like, "Are you coming back?" I was like, "I don't know." I said, "I have to think about it. I'll let my body tell me in a couple of days." But it was a workout. So and it was some boxing going on and some exercise stuff. But we got to be thinking about that stuff too, our health. Especially those of us who are getting older. Think about the things that are going to keep us healthier and here longer as well. So, some of those things to think about when we're making our vision boards and, because we want to be disciplined enough to stay the course when we're doing it. We don't want to start it in January and by March, we don't stop, because I'm bad about that as well. So, we want to be consistent with it, and we can all be each other accountability partners. So we can hold each other accountable, be like, hey, I remember seeing that on your vision board, how you doing on that or whatever. So, where we can hold each other accountable for that. But it's been good, ladies. Remember, this is Chit Chat Pod where we chat all things women. When you guys are here, like, share, subscribe, invite somebody on, share this podcast with them and tell them, come on and chat with us. They're welcome anytime. We provide this platform for women to come on and experience this time with other women, and that we can motivate, inspire each other, encourage each other, and support each other. So that's what Chit Chat Pod is about. So if you guys, or hearing it, seeing it, or whatever, share it with somebody. If you know that they can benefit from it, let them know. Hey, come come join us on Sundays. We just be chatting, you know. Sometimes we have formal sessions and sometimes we're just chatting. But thank you for those of you that are supporting, has been supporting since we launched last in October. Thank you. We appreciate you. And thank you guys so much for chatting on this episode. We will see you guys next Sunday. I appreciate all of you guys. Y'all have a blessed week, and we will see you guys next week.